Hey dreamers, I've got a quick tip for you, especially if you're into your wake back to bed technique. And this technique involves one of the dreaming plants that I work with, and this oneirogen is called Guayusa. And this is a really great little herb to use in your wake back to bed. I'll just tell you a little bit of the history of this herb first. It's a leaf and it's grown in the Amazon. It's used by the Quechua people in Ecuador, and they use this crushed leaf in their ceremonies at dawn. So as soon as they wake up, they brew up lots of cups of this, and they share it amongst the tribe, and they speak about their dreams that they've had the night before, and the shaman does an interpretation of their dreams. Now it's used at dawn because it's packed full of caffeine, also antioxidants, so it's quite good. But unlike coffee, it's very, very clean energy. So you will find that energy is very clear and long lasting, and you don't get like that crash feeling that you do with a cup of coffee. And that's because there's a compound called theobromine that's also found in cacao and chocolate, and that's like the feel-good compound. You feel good when it is very clean energy when you have theobromine. So you won't get the jitters on this, and it's really quite high vibration. So a good one for the mornings and a good one for the wake back to bed technique. And the reason being is when you wake up from your wake back to bed, usually most of us will do a little task or maybe a meditation or write a bit in our dream journal. We'll shift up our brain waves. That's effectively what's happening, and become alert and conscious for a small portion of time, and then go back into our sleep cycle again with intentions of lucid dreaming. Usually we do lucid dream in that second portion of sleep. So the reason why this comes in, this nice little dream herb comes in, is because as soon as you have a cup of this, your brain waves will shift. And they'll shift into beta, which is the brainwave of high function, alertness, menial tasks, problem solving. And that's quite important when you're going back into the REM state when you're doing dreaming. The reason being is during REM, our brain waves fluctuate between beta and theta. And theta is the dream state. It's the brainwave of hypnosis, dreams, meditation. So it fluctuates between the theta and the beta brainwaves when we're dreaming. So why this is good? This will give you a little boost of beta going back into your REM, and your chances of being alert and cognitively functioning during that REM is kind of high. Your bodies will be quite tired still, so your body will be going back into its sleep mode, and you'll have these spikes of beta brainwaves from this amazing little plant that will help you achieve lucidity. So give it a try. I think it's better to try this in a wake back to bed than it is just before you go to sleep, because before you go to sleep you might end up really messing up with your sleep cycle through the night because you'll be quite active, so you probably will miss out on that deep restorative sleep that you really, really need during your sleep cycles. But this is good for a wake back to bed because it'll be near the end of the night, and it will be, you'll already had quite a few goes at deep restorative sleep, so you won't be messing up too much your sleep cycle. So there you have it, Guayusa. You make it into a tea, into a little brew. What you could do is you could have it sitting next to the side of your bed. When you drink it, it probably won't be hot anymore. It'll probably be cooled down. It doesn't have a bad taste at all. It's quite pleasant, even with a little bit of honey or agave. And I know some people like to put, oat milk or soy milk with it, but you could, it's quite versatile. So just have a little bit of that next to your bedside table. Try it out. Mention a comment below if you want any links to Guayusa, and I can hook you up. So there you have it, a little bit of a technique that combines a wake back to bed technique and a oneirogen, a plant that helps you dream. and helps you connect to your dreams.